Hello everyone, and welcome back finally to F1 Career Mode. It's been a long time since I recorded and edited this, so it's basically a live com, because I can't remember what happens. But, yeah, also I'm a bit ill today, just to let you know, so if I sound a bit under the weather, that's why. Anyway, enough of the moaning, let's get on with the race. Yes, we're at Singapore today. Usually a track I'm okay on, so we'll see how we go. Coming into practice, and I'm doing my customary and obligatory first corner spin. I'll do it later on as well, so it's not a great start, to be honest. I never got used to this game in terms of its braking zones, because I've actually recorded the whole career mode now, so it's just about getting the videos out. But anyway, there's a massive cluster here of just cars going at about 3 miles an hour. It's not very... You're in F1 cars. Go a bit faster. I don't care if you're back markers. So yeah, a bit of a cluster here. This is on my first lap as well, so that's really slowed me down. Of course, this isn't the race. It's just practice. Come on, Kovalainen. Get out the way. Get out the bloody... Thank you. Thank you. Right then, so we're past them. And we're carrying on. Lap 5. It takes us till lap 5 to finally get a decent time in. So 1:49.256 puts us into 9th place. And a couple of laps later, coming to the end of lap 7, I go a bit wide on the last corner there, but it's an improvement by 0.180 seconds. I'm to 8th now, so it's a good practice session. That's where we ended up in the end.
That's the end of the session.
8th place. We'll see. I mean, some of the that's odd, that is, because, you know, usually everyone sets at least a time, but no, some drivers didn't even give a time. But we'll gloss over that and move on to qualifying, where I get rid of a part of my front wing there, apparently, on the Bridgestone advertisement board. So, advertisement? I don't know. I actually don't know how to pronounce that. Anyway, coming to the end of lap 1, despite that crash, it's still looking to be a pretty decent time. It's my first lap on options, I think, all weekend. We'll see what we do. We're 1:48.281. And we'll see where that puts us. About a lap later, we're down into 6th, so might not have been a brilliant lap, but this is definitely improvement this time by a second, over a second, or 1:47 dead, pretty much. And that puts us back up into 2nd place, just behind Lewis Hamilton. We nick a curb, and spinning we go. But we end the session, and we actually end up in 2nd place with an all-British top 3. Now that is what I like to see, and an Australian in 4th. So that's a fantastic top 4 there, and Kubica as well. That's just a great top 5, in fact. Anyway, we'll move on to the race.
Okay, we've got 5 races left, and we're in with a shot at the driver's title. Give it everything.
As he says, we're in it with a shot for the driver's title. It's a long shot, but it's a shot nonetheless. So, off we go. Starting in 2nd place, Hamilton gets a good start, and Button might get the jump on me as well here. Yes, he has, but I've got the inside line on both of the McLarens. And that's a brilliant defensive move by Hamilton, but he goes wide into the 2nd corner. I take him up the inside, and we take the lead on lap 1 of the Singapore Grand Prix. We'll see how long we can hold on to this. Hopefully for the entire race, really, although that would be a fairly boring video for you guys. But we'll see. Anyway, moving on to the end of lap 1, and I see my teammate is in 21st, so he's brilliantly representing us. We've got almost a 2-second lead, but we go horrendously wide at turn 1. That's not very good. We get a warning for corner cutting, and rightly so. It was a shite turn 1, let's be honest. But moving on to lap 3 now, and we've missed our braking point. We go wide, we get stuck on the wall. Hate it when that happens, I really do. We've lost the first position. The first position, great English that. To Lewis Hamilton. We'll see if we can catch him and get him back in the coming laps. We've got plenty of time yet, it's only lap 3. So we'll see how we go. Lap 5 though, and I think we're coming into the pits in a really rather unorthodox way. But yes, we are. We've come into the pits. I assume for our scheduled stop. We'll see how the stop goes. 4.4. I could have gotten going so much earlier than that, though. I think the actual stop was like 3.5, and then it took me over a second to get going. Anyway, 4.5 seconds stop, down only into P6, so we're still in the points, and we'll just have to see if our pit stop, I think it's a little undercut actually, will benefit us in the long run. At the moment, we've got Massa overtaking us, although he did have some sort of speed advantage coming out of there. I've clipped a curb, and that's not gone very well there. But never mind, this is only our outlap, and hopefully if we put in a decent outlap overall, we can regain the lead. But first off, we've got to deal with Felipe Massa, who's still in front of us on his option tyres. We're going to go up the inside. There's a bit of contact, but I think we've got him. Yeah, we've got him. That's a good move there. And we're up into P6 again on lap 6. It's all about the 6s at the moment. We've even gone up into gear 6. What do you know? Anyway, moving on once again. And we gain a few positions from people in the pits as expected. I'm into position 3 now. So I'm not sure who is still ahead of us, but hopefully they still have yet to make their pit stop. Actually, it's 2 McLarens. Neither of the McLarens have stopped yet, I don't think. Or maybe one has, but it doesn't actually matter now anyway, because again, we've clipped that same curb that we clipped earlier on. And now we've hit that wall. It's all gone a little bit pear-shaped here. And I've paused for some reason. I did that earlier. Keep pausing in this race for whatever reason. Anyway, still in P5, so it's not the end of the world. We'll see if we can catch Kubica back up later on, but no, we've missed another braking point. We're only halfway through the race, and already it's starting to crumble. I'm starting to bottle it more than Tiermet Marduk. It's not very good here. But here we go, P6 now, and we've got Heikki Kovalainen. He can't be up here genuinely. He must have just skipped a pit stop so far, because there's no way he can actually be up in P5. You saw how slow he was going in practice. But we're going to try and get him here. We're going to go for the cutback. We're in his slipstream coming into the old Singapore sling. He's going defensive, and it's worked out well for him. He's forced me a little bit wide, actually, going through the Singapore sling. He's holding his position well, to be fair. I can't really find a way round. But here's one of my favourite overtaking positions. After that, a little bit of English. I've chopped off a little bit of his front wing. I'm not sure whether that was my fault or not, but we're past him, up into P5, so I'll take it without a puncture as well. In real life, that would have been a puncture and a half, that would. But lap 10, P5, could be worse. Singapore sling again. Just about make it through there without slipping or sliding anywhere, which I think is what I was worried about. But again, I'm slipping and sliding. There we go. Race over. Position 6, and it's gone. I've lost my front wing. I nearly drive into Vettel. I've lost my front right tyre. It's all gone. Very wrong here on lap 12. Not quite sure how I managed to do that. I just got on some of the curbs, and the curbs on this game are like absolute ice. I'm getting warnings for illegal blocking in anything. And anything and everything. Jeez, I cannot talk in this video, but yeah, I think my race is pretty much over. It's too late to get any points now. So what I did was I quit to paddock, thinking that that would retire me from the race, but it didn't. I actually had to do the race again, and these are the results from that, from the race again. I do apologise for that. I thought that was retire from race, but it wasn't to be. I think the results of the race that I did afterwards were pretty similar anyway, so I'm just going to leave them be, to be honest. I do apologise for that. I thought I was retiring. I wasn't. I had to do the race again, but the results were similar anyway. So here's the driver standings after that race. Hamilton leads from Webber, myself in 3rd place. I'm out of the title race now. Look at those points. Alonso on my, breathing down my neck really in 4th place, and Vettel rounding out the top 5. Button not having the greatest of seasons. Those fireworks look nice here in Singapore. But Crofty wants an interview after that horrendous race that I retired from.
How do you think your performance this weekend has measured up to the expectations of your team?
That was awful, honestly.
Overall, how do you think you've raced so far this season? Are you happy with your performance?
It's been very mixed, if I remember correctly. Very, very mixed indeed. I feel I could be more into the title race, but whatever.
Formula One grapevine is that you're going to Hispania Racing next year.
No, I'm not going to Hispania Racing next year, so yeah. That has been the Singapore Grand Prix. Yeah, I thought I was retiring. I wasn't, which sucks.
Hey Ben, we've had some great news. A few teams have come in with offers for you. We should take a look at them when you have time.
Yeah, will do. But anyway, thank you for watching, guys. I'll try and get these out now because I have recorded every race. It's just about getting them out onto YouTube. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Been a slightly subpar commentary this time because of my illness, but that's just an excuse. But thank you for watching, yep. And hopefully I shall see you next time.